writes, she acts, she performs, and she hails from Kerry. A lot of people predict a huge future for Carol Tobin.
Yeah, it's great to be here. You know, it's great to be here with all these wonderful comedians. Although, to be honest, the crack backstage, it's not that great. You see, most stand-up comedians are recovering alcoholics. I'm what I'd like to call a discovering alcoholic. I'm discovering things on a daily basis that may suggest I have a little bit of a problem. For instance, this morning I woke up to find a vomit in my handbag, my jeans and shoes in the neighbour's garden, an empty flagon of cider in the shower, and an empty flagon in my bedroom. I also discovered a naked man beside my naked body in my bed this morning, and I only went out last night to get a DVD from Extravision. Yeah. Whew. Thanks. Did you all see a Dublin Junkie on your way here tonight? Lads, aren't they just the cutest thing ever? Aren't they so adorable? They're like little ponies the way they sleep standing up. Gee, Ma, can we keep them? Can we keep them? They also remind me of the Thunderbirds, the way they're all wobbly, you know. And God's up there pulling the strings, having a right fucking laugh, you know. Lady Penelope's only a bleeding slag. Actually, if you walk down O'Connell Street tonight, doesn't it look like Michael Jackson's Thriller video? It does. And these hostels they're staying in, they must be really fancy and expensive because they never seem to have enough money for them, you know. And I think it's ironic as well that they go to the Garden of Remembrance to drink to forget. But aren't Cork people great? Sorry, don't Cork people think they're great? My God, what is going on down there? We are a superior race, boy. They're like the Germans. Next they start putting the verbs on the end of their sentences, you know. But everyone remembers where they were September 11th, right? I was on the Dublin train to Cork, right? September 11th. And it broke down as usual. To my disbelief, there were Cork people on the train panicking, thinking that Al-Qaeda had attacked us. I mean, how bloody vain are you, you know? There were women bawling, babies screaming. There was grown men on the phone telling their fathers they loved them, like, hello, Daddy, I don't think I'm going to make it, I love you, bye. I mean, did they think that Osama bin Laden had gone, well done on the attacks? Yeah, that's my impression of him. Well done on the attacks in America. Now concentrate all remaining forces on the 1830 Dublin to Cork train.
That's class! Yeah, from Dundalk. Oh, what a place. Brilliant. Mentality of Dundalk. This is true. There's a sign at the railway station on the platform that just says, beware of trains. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that now. Oh, lovely. There's a sign at every railway station in Ireland, right? Next time you're travelling by train, this is true as well, just keep an eye out for it. It says, never, ever try to board a moving train. You know, because you need to be told these things by Irish Rail, right? But the great thing is that Irish Rail, above the words, never, ever try to board a moving train, they've put a picture of a fella doing just that. Have you seen it? No. The best bit is, he's laughing. It just looks like the best of crack, why wouldn't you? Yeah, like I said, I'm from Dundalk. I love going home, great going home. I love going home at Christmas, it's brilliant. And going to Mass on Christmas more than with your parents because you're staying in their house. Does anyone do that? Do you ever do that? Yeah, you do. Woo! Yeah, I love that. And you wake up on Christmas morning and your parents make you go to Mass at an obnoxious hour, like 9 or something like that, you know? And you're there, and then you go to Mass and you realise how much shit you've forgotten because you never go anymore. I never go, and I forget so much of it, right? The easy stuff you should remember, like when you're a child, you know? Like, when do you kneel? When do you sit? And when the fuck do you stand? You know, you don't know. It just looks like somebody's ripped your spine out because you're doing this. My favourite bit is when the priest says in that universal priest voice, you know that voice they all have, he goes, and now let us offer each other a sign of peace. And I did that. Apparently that's wrong. What you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to shake hands with everybody within a 5-mile radius, right? While saying anything that rhymes with shmoo, shmoo, shmoo. What the fuck's that? Shmoo, 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 sniffing the glue, having the poo, are you Pikachu? It doesn't matter, anything at all. Yeah! Mad. Another great thing happened at Christmas, actually. I got this book of Irish Celtic myths and legends. You know these books? They're brilliant. Did anyone ever read any of them? They're fucking amazing. There must have been fucking mushrooms to bait the band back then. These stories are mad. Mad they are. And Fionn is in all of them. Fionn McCool's in fucking every one of them. And there's a great one about how Loch Ness was created, right? How it was created, right? It's a mad book. But anyway, the story goes, Fionn's up the north, right? I don't know, he's fucking around. He'd sterling to get rid of, or I don't know what he was at. He was selling green diesel. And he was... He was up anyway, and there was no lock there, that was land. And what he did was, he picked up that piece of land, and he hurled it out into the Irish Sea, right? And that became the Isle of Man. And Loch Ness was created. And I was going, that is a mad story. But I also was thinking, the poor little fecker who owned the land, standing beside Fionn going, what the fuck did you do that for? The wife and kids are in the house.
And the main man, Irish parents but London-based, one of the most respected writers in the business. Here's a taster, Mr. John Moloney.
Good evening, I'm John Moloney. I haven't got a lot of material, but I find that when you're a bit of a looker, it doesn't really matter. So if there's any ladies out there tonight who want to get off with a fat bloke who looks like Kathy Burke... you're at the right gig. I am actually married, sorry ladies. I know, sitting there and that touching yourselves, it's too late. I've got kids, I worry about their teenage years. When I was 14, my mother caught me masturbating, that was very embarrassing. Thankfully, she was quite understanding. They still haven't let me back into that particular branch of Argos, but the way that I look at it... when you're 14, summer catalogues come out, you've got to celebrate. Also, when I was 14, my dad caught me smoking cigarettes. He made me smoke 20 in a row. I thought, well, thank God it wasn't him who caught me masturbating. I am from England, born of Irish parents, and I've lived over there all my life. And the thing is that it's a very charitable nation, but every year English people give more money to dogs than humans. The RSPCA get 3 times more money than a children's charity. Oh, look at that cuddly puppy. Look, £10 direct debit. Starving child? I've given. Look at the cuddly puppy. Stop screaming, you're upsetting the puppy. They care more about dogs, they do. And if you don't believe me, listen to this. If you go to your local dog's home to get yourself a used dog, the RSPCA, the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, have got the right to come to your house to check if your house is big enough for the dog. And if your house isn't big enough for the dog, they take the dog away. But they leave you there. Yeah? How does that work out? Sorry, mate, this place ain't fit for a dog. You're having a laugh, aren't you? No, mate, it's not big enough. Oh, I didn't realise that a Jack Russell needed that much leg room. I'm going to go down my local council dressed as a Great Dane. What do you reckon I'll get? 3-bedroom semi? What do you think? Roo! Detached. But when you first meet somebody, you have sex all the time, especially in the mornings, to prove the passion, the animalism, the magnetism, the physiology, the physiognomy, the sheer beauty of sex. You have to wake up and have sex straight away. I could fart for Britain of a morning. I am at my most gaseous, incendiary, explosive. But you've got to hold it in. So me, the same as everybody else, you have the sex fart quandary. We've all been there, my fine friends. When you're a bloke in the mornings, you wake up, wildebeest! Sorry, still dreaming. I wondered why there was a chest of drawers in the Serengeti. And then you look down and check out the old chap, and there he is looking up at you, and you go, well done, my son. 12 pints last night and you're still standing to attention. I think you've got an independent blood supply. Oh, hold on, I can't feel my feet. Oh well, I won't be needing them. So you start having sex thinking, fantastic, she's still here. And of course she is, it's her flat. Imagine being so bad in bed that somebody leaves their own flat. How bad would you actually have to be? You wake up and there's a for sale sign outside, all the furniture's gone. So anyway, so it's going quite well, like this. You can use this technique, it's minimalist but effective. It's just called Fat Boy Waiting for the Football. And then you get the cramp and you think, oh my God, I'm dying to fart. This one's massive as well, this one. I wish me mates were here for this one. There's no one to high five. And it wouldn't be fair just to slap her on the back, really, would it? By the way, nice tattoo. I love butterflies with stretch marks. So it's going quite well. What's it look like? Fat butterfly. It's not going to take off. So it's going quite well. Howard Hughes couldn't make that fly. And then the cramp is getting worse, and you're thinking, oh, this is terrible. Clench, thrust, clench, thrust, clench, thrust, clench, thrust, clench, thrust, clench, clench. That was close. Thrust, clench, thrust, clench. I wish I'd had a piss as well before I started. You don't see this in the porn films, do you? And I'm not going to try and disguise it with a cough either. No, 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 no. Last time I did that, I was cleaning shit off the wall for 2 days. It's a Jackson Pollock scratch and sniff. Thrust. You see it lying there going, ah, ooh, and she's thinking, he's loving this, look at his face, he's loving it. You go, and she's lying there going, ah, ooh, ah, and you're thinking she's loving this, and she's thinking, I'm dying to have a fart. I wish this fat bloke could hurry up. He keeps on pressing on my bladder. I wish I'd had a piss before I started. And his breath stinks. How did he get lettuce in his nose? He's picked his nose in abracadabra, that's what he's done. He's a disgrace. Go on, get off. All right, but I'll be back in a minute, you lucky woman. Into the toilet. Oh my God. I think I've just released Deirdre Rashid. And at this point, I look down and think what every man has thought at least once. I think, well, that's the fart sorted out. But how am I going to piss with this? And it's harder than it's ever been. It's like titanium. It's like tempered steel. Just go down for 1 minute. Just go down for 1 minute. Camilla, 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 Camilla. So at this point, my friends, you are standing in her hallway with an erection. Her dog is licking the sweat off your arse. And you're thinking, strangely pleasurable. It's nice to meet a fellow Mason. She's got a dog, it must be quite a large flat. So all I'm saying to you before I depart this mortal coil into obscurity from whence I arrived is basically fart in front of your partner. So I thought, well, next time I see her, I'll fart out loud, get it over and done with. And I did, and she was okay about it, really, you know. I mean, her dad was pissed off. The rest of the congregation could have taken it better. There'll be other funerals, you know. I shouldn't have lit it, maybe, but it's difficult to know, isn't it? You've been great. God bless. Thank you. Good night.
He recently swapped his legal career for the comedy footlights. From Cork, welcome to the stage, Keith Farnan.
I should warn you before I start, of course, I practice tantric comedy, so there's no immediate satisfaction. Okay, in about 8 hours' time, you'll all laugh so hard you won't be able to walk for 2 days. I know all the women are going, no immediate satisfaction. That's not tantric, that's just typically Irish. But it's something we can't really trust, though. You have to know this. We can't trust science. A couple of weeks ago in Arizona, I don't know if you know this, but they started the trial runs of the male contraceptive pill, the male pill. Ladies, is this a good idea? Yeah, really. Let's picture the scene for you. You've had a good night to time. You've met a nice young man. You've taken him home. You know, he said all the nice things like, I like you, I'll call you in the morning, I respect you, all those things we lied to you about to get you into bed. For some reason, you've believed him. You start looking around for contraception. You're not on the pill yourself. There's no condoms there. It's at that exact moment he turns to you, looks you in the eye and goes, it's okay, I'm on the pill. How far are you going to run? But I'll tell you what science really ruined for me was the detective story. Do you remember when you were younger and you had Sherlock Holmes and Miss Marple? Remember little Miss Marple? Little purple lady. She'd just come into a room and there'd be a dead body over the other side of the room with a knife in its neck. She'd be like, oh, this'll take me 45 minutes and a cup of tea to solve. Now what do we have? CSI. Everyone seen CSI? Guy kicks in the door. Get out of my way, Miss Marple. I need to take a hair follicle from this dead son of a bitch. Yeah. Put it in my spectrograph laser doohickey machine. Mm-hmm. 45 seconds later, I have the results. Murder my ass. This man fell out of a plane from 25,000 feet. Landed in a bale of hay in his ex-wife's backyard. She filled him full of laxatives. Running towards the toilet, he ran into a Spanish waiter. He failed to tip in 1972. The Spanish waiter then hypnotized him into thinking he was a piece of steak. He tried to carve himself up. That was suicide. What I can't wait for, the one thing I can't wait for is CSI Ireland. Why? Deputy State Pathologist O'Shea here. Where's the body? You're standing on it. Oh. So I am. Well, he's dead. And that looks like Mick O'Neill's knife. Mick, did you kill him? I did. Why'd you kill him, Mick? He had it coming. Grand, let's go for a pint. That's fine then. But I don't know if you know this. This is a very important year for science. This is the year of physics. It's the 100-year anniversary of Albert Einstein's papers on relativity, which eventually gave us the atomic bomb. Thanks, Albert. Thanks a lot. That was great. Apparently, as well, he was a pacifist. I'd hate to see what he would have given us if he was a warmonger. Yeah, good and talk. Here's the multidimensional, intergalactic, everything-killing machine. Just don't give it to the Irish. They'll blow it up as a crack, yeah? The thing is, though, there was actually a theory that came out that Albert had Irish grandparents. I don't know if you know this. And there's no one here can convince me that with a moustache and hair like that at one stage or another, he wasn't in the Dubliners. I can see it now. 'Twas early 1905, in a small Austrian town, I discovered relativity, and I wrote the whole thing down. They say I'm mad eccentric, my hair's a little weird, but I blew the whole thing all away with E equals MC squared. Go on, Albert, go on, build us another bomb, I will. Go on, kill us all, I will so.